If you took Mulan and Aquaman and Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, and smushed them together, you'll get this movie. Don't get me wrong, this movie has a powerhouse of characters, from Michelle Yeoh and Awkwafina from Crazy Rich Asians. You get both character and hilarious humor. This is Simu Liu's first starring role, and most of us in the US don't really know him. He's a Canadian actor, writer, and stuntman. He's more famous for Canadian TV's Kim's Convenience. He did some decent work, winning some awards for Blood and Water. Not a Canadian show. And he does a pretty decent job in this movie. He has the stunt experience that shows clearly in his wire work, and he channels decent amount of gravitas when he attempts to play the superhero. Michelle Yeoh, of course, is stunning as ever, being the martial artist that she is from Crouching Tiger and Hidden Dragon. You should be not surprised. She plays the motherly figure well, and again, it's nice to see Hollywood keep actresses who are beyond their 20s around. Keep doing that. They are certainly worth it. Awkwafina is, of course, the class clown, and she does not disappoint. Expect plenty of hilarious and awkward moments. It's directed by another newcomer, Destin Daniel Cretton, and this is his first big cinematic film. He's directed and screenwritten and produced, Shorts and 12, The Glass Castle, Just Mercy, but you've probably never heard of those unless you really love Brie Larson. And that's the reason why he got this job. His connection with Brie Larson made him top of the list when it came to choosing a director for Marvel. He does have a good eye for action and is able to bring out very emotional performances out of his cast. Production for this movie was halted back in March 12, 2020 due to COVID and resumed in August 2020. And the extra time does show. Director and the film editor were given a lot more time to edit and finalize this movie. The pacing is well done. The action sequences are properly cut, and the CGI is perfectly done. The plot follows the traditional superhero story where Simu or Shang-Chi is trained to be an assassin by his father at a really young age. He leaves the organization for a normal life in San Francisco as he tries to adjust to life in the US and then somehow finds himself back in the underworld, his dad's world. Like any other Marvel movie, expect plenty of action and comic book style violence, and it deserves its PG-13 rating. I wouldn't take a kid younger than 13 in this movie. It's got lots of sequences of violence and action and some language. It's a breath of fresh air. After Black Widow, and we get a fresh take on the comic book hero, coming from a director who's never directed a superhero movie, or any big movie for that matter. It's definitely a movie worth watching, and it gets an 8 out of 10, or an A, and you should definitely catch it, whether it's in theaters or at home on Disney+. As always, feel free to subscribe to continue to keep you up with movie news. Thanks.